Good morning, everyone. I want to thank you for taking time out of your Saturday morning to be on the call. I hope I give you some value out of today's call because, as we all know, our time is money. So here we go. I'm going to try to cover some things on time management and also how to be consistent with your business activities. If I can get my computer working. Okay. As y'all know, a lot of folks in our society try to be hyper productive. You always hear that term multitask. Well, I multitask and sometimes that causes me problems. It seems like we get up in the morning and we run and get our cup of coffee and, we run to get our day done and check our emails and on and on and on. And I try not to do this. I try to set myself a schedule on what I'm going to do and when I'm going to do it. To me, if you work smarter and not harder, and I know all of you have heard that with the books and all that kind of stuff, here's just a few thoughts on, how to maybe manage your time a little bit better. And I know it all seems like there aren't enough hours in the day, but if you get it down to a habit on what you do, you can do way more than what you think you can do. Here's 21 tips that will hopefully nudge you in the right direction. And there's innumerable hacks and tricks to manage your time more efficiently. What works for me is not going to work for you, so you have to find your own way. Complete your most important task first. My most important task, because I have another business, is every morning I have to make sure I have that paperwork done so my technicians can go out and work and bring money in. Yours may be, if you do this full time, is get out and respond back to whoever you may have messages from overnight. Whatever it is, you just need to figure out what's your most important task of the day. Try to identify 2 or 3 that are most crucial to complete and do those first. Once you're done, the day has already been a success. You can move to other things or let them wait till tomorrow. You finish the essential. Learn to say no. This is another one of my big problems. I don't like to say no, especially if it's helping others. So a lot of my day don't get completed like I planned for it to, because when people call me and need help, I help them. And I feel, that's what I do. Making a lot of time commitments can teach us how to juggle various engagements and manage our time. This can be a great thing. However, you can easily take it too far. At some point, you need to learn to decline opportunities. That's one thing I'm good at saying no at, because I know from being in network marketing as many years as I have, I'm not going to join every opportunity that's out there because there is not enough time in the day, to have one for every day of the week. Your objective should be to take on only those commitments that you have time for and that you truly care about. Sleep at least 7 to 8 hours a night. Some people think sacrificing sleep is a good way to hack productivity and wring a couple of extra hours out of the day. This is really not the case. Most people need 7 to 8 hours of sleep for their bodies and minds to function optimally. If you're getting enough, listen to your body and don't underestimate the value of sleep. With a great product that we have, it's very hard in the beginning to get any sleep. I call it V-stream insomnia. Devote your entire focus to the task at hand. If you're on the computer and you do work on the computer, close out all the browser windows, put your phone away out of sight or on silent, find a quiet place to work, listen to some music if that helps you, but generate on this one task, nothing else should exist. Get an early start. Nearly all of us are plagued by the impulse to procrastinate. It seems so easy, and you always manage to get it done eventually, so why not? Take it from a recovering chronic procrastinator. It's much nicer and less stressful to get an early start on something. It isn't that difficult. My little story, we have a pest control company. We've owned it for 30 years. The last 5 or 6 years, we've downsized, and I decided instead of me getting out and going to an office every day that cost us about $2,000 a month, by the time we paid all the overhead, I was the only one in that office all day long. I would work at home. So we got rid of our office. I moved my office home, but I figured out real quick that if I didn't stay on my regular schedule, I procrastinated getting up and getting my shower and, doing everything I would normally do to go to the office. I do that every morning. I'm in my office by 8 a.m. every morning because I know if I don't do that every day, I'm going to get out of the habit of doing that. And then guess what? I'm not going to be able to pay my bills. So, get an early start, get your stuff done, get your habit going. Don't allow unimportant details to drag you down. We often allow projects to take too much time, much longer than they could by getting too hung up on small details. I'm guilty of this because I've always been a perfectionist, and that's not always a good thing. What I found, though, is it is possible to push past the desire to constantly examine what I've done so far. I'm much better off pressing onward, getting the book completed, and revising things afterwards. So when you see I've done some ads I posted for all of us to use, the little sketch videos, those kind of things, I try to put in it what I want in it for everybody, go back and review it, then I post it, and guess what? Sometimes there's still a mistake on it, but I can go back and fix it. And because of all of y'all watching that and wanting to use that, you help me be able to catch those mistakes. So instead of me being so much of a perfectionist now, I depend on all my teammates, which is all of y'all. If you use what I do and there's a mistake, you tell me I can fix it. Turn key tasks into habits. Writing so much isn't, that much big of a deal for me anymore. It used to be. But now mine is more doing ads, doing videos, helping people, that kind of stuff. And I try to do some of that every day. This is one that's gone along with network marketing forever, which to me kind of contradicts our business. Be conscious of the amount of TV, entertainment, and gaming time. And I've talked to other network marketers, and they always preach, limit your TV time. Hey guys, we're in the best business in the world. We get paid to sell TV and get people to watch TV and save money while they're doing it. So anyway, this is kind of contradicting what we do, but I think it's a good statement. If you run your business on social media like I do, you still need to be careful how much time you spend on non-productive activities on the internet. You all know if you're on the internet, you can click on one thing and it takes you to something else and something else and something else. And before you know it, you spent 4 hours going from one page to the next page to the next page, and you've got nothing accomplished. Set a time limit in which to complete each task. Instead of just sitting down to work on a project and thinking, I'm going to be here until it's done, try thinking, I'm going to work on this for 3 hours or 2 hours or, whatever time limit you put on it. The time constraint will push you to focus and be more efficient, even if you end up having to go back and add a bit more later. Leave a buffer time between tasks. When we rush from task to task, It's difficult to appreciate what we're doing and to stay focused and motivated. Allowing ourselves downtime between tasks can be a breath of fresh air for our brains. While taking a break, go for a short walk, meditate, or some other form of mind-clearing exercise. Don't think about the totality of your to-do list. One of the fastest ways to overwhelm yourself is to think about your massive to-do list. Realize that no amount of thought will make it any shorter. At this point in time, all you can do is focus on the one task before you. This one single solitary task, one step at a time, and breathe. Exercise and eat healthy. Numerous studies have linked a healthy lifestyle with work productivity. Similar to getting enough sleep, exercise and healthy eating boost healthy energy levels, clear your mind, and allow you to focus more easily. Do less. This is a tactic I recommend. Basically, do less is another way of saying do the things that really matter. Slow down, notice what needs to be done, and concentrate on those things. Do less things that create more value, rather than more things that are mostly empty. Utilize your weekends just a little bit. One of my favorite memes depicts a gentleman casting his work aside, declaring, "It's Friday, heck with this." Well, you know, the heck with this was probably another word I really don't want to say on here. The following image reads, "Monday, the man is stooping to pick up the papers he tossed to the ground." This is comical, but I found that it's amazing how doing just a little bit on weekends can really lessen the workload during the week. I aim for 2 to 4 hours a day, and that'll still leave you plenty of free time for family time and other activities on the weekends. Create organizing systems. Being organized saves you tons of time, and you don't have to be the most ultra organized person in the world either. For those that are on the call that are a member of our Picture Share group, to me this is a good example of organizing systems. I started the group, I don't know, a couple of years ago, whenever it was, and we just added pictures, and I added pictures, and everybody else added pictures. Well, then here comes Kendall, and she decides that's very unorganized. She spent many hours organizing all those pictures into albums, which makes it much faster and easier for all of us to go in there and find what we're looking for. Systems aren't complicated to implement. Create a filing system for your documents. Make sure all items have a place to be stored in your dwelling. I am subscribed from email lists that I don't want to receive their content. I also turn off notifications on stuff on Facebook that I don't want to keep getting notified about. So, the Facebook works basically the same way as the email. If you don't want it, turn off the notification. But streamline. Do something during your waiting time. We tend to have a lot of downtime where we don't try to do much. Like when you go to a doctor, the waiting room lines at the store, time on the subway if you live where you have a subway, working out at the gym. Find things to do during this time. I tend to have a lot of messages to respond to, so I always have my cell phone with me everywhere I go. And during these downtimes, I answer those messages. So, I really don't take a lot of downtime. Lock yourself in. No distractions, no excuses. Sometimes the only way I'm going to get something done is if I'm under lock and key alone in a room. If you're like me, realize it and act accordingly. Commit to your plan to do something. I kind of mentioned this already, but it's worth repeating. Don't flake on your own plan to do something. Be resolute, be committed, be professional about it, and follow through. A firm will to accomplish what you decide to accomplish will take you anywhere you want to go. Batch related tasks together. let's say that over a given weekend you need to do some online advertising and make some new videos, because that's just what I do. Rather than approaching this work, whatever way you feel, group the like tasks and do them consecutively. Different tasks demand different types of thinking, so it makes sense to allow your mind to continue to flow with its current zone rather than switching unnecessarily to something that's going to require you to reorient your thinking process. Find time for stillness. In our go-go-go world, too many people don't find time to just be still. Yet it's extraordinary what a stillness practice can do. Action and inaction should both play key roles in our lives. Discovering time in your life for silence and non-motion reduces anxiety and shows you that there is no need to constantly rush. It also makes it easier to find your work pleasurable. Eliminate the non-essential. I know this one has been mentioned in one capacity or another already, but it's one of the most useful tips that you can take away from this post. Our lives are full of excess. When we can identify that excess and remove it, we become more and more in touch with what is significant and what deserves our time. Excuse me. One last tip, and the best one. There's one final tip I want to mention. If you remember one thing from this post, remember this. Enjoyment should always be the goal. Work can be play. We get so caught up in the busyness that we forget to enjoy what we're doing. Even when we focus on working smarter, we're still open to focus on getting things done. This should never be the point. Always ask yourself, what can I do to spend more time enjoying what I do? The goal should be to arrange your commitments in a way that you're happy living out the details of your daily life, even while you're working. This may sound like a pipe dream, but it's more possible than ever in today's world. Be curious, be open to opportunity, know yourself, embrace your passions. Wonderful things will happen. Best of luck implementing these tips, and let me know if I can ever do anything to help anyone out. I have 7 tips just to kind of give people ideas on how to stay a little consistent in their business. I think this is a big part of being successful, is being consistent in whatever you do. Make a conscious decision that you're going to do this and nothing will stop you. Mindset is the key to success. If you're ready to make a change and go forward with determination, you can be unstoppable. I've seen it in my own business and many others. Know your why. Why are you doing this? What dreams do you have? What do you want your life to look like in 1 year, 2 years, 5 years? This why should be strong enough to push you past the feelings you will get that say, I can do that later. What makes you push through the resistance? Realize that consistent efforts will show the world that you are serious about your business and you're in it for the long haul. Know that it plays a vital role in the perception others have on you and your business. No one wants to work with someone who is on again, off again. I'm going to make a comment here. My husband and I have been with VStream for 2 years, this past April 22nd. We've done a lot of advertising on social media. We have sent out probably 100,000 messages to people through private message that have asked for more information. Just the other night, my husband had someone finally respond to one of his messages. He had sent this person this message August the 9th of 2015. That is 18 months ago. That person couldn't believe that it had been that long and we were still in business. So what I'm getting at, people don't like on again, off again. If you work on social media, you have your information out there anywhere, a lot of people are going to watch and they're going to see if you're here today and gone tomorrow. So just be consistent on what you're doing. Create short-term goals, 1 month goals, 3 month goals. That will keep your eye on a smaller prize that will lead to bigger prizes that will come through your consistency. Give it enough time. Expect that through consistent action taken over 6 to 12 months that you will see massive results. People are watching, wondering if you'll stick with it. Once they see that you absolutely are, they'll start coming out of the woodwork. Enlist support. Be accountable to your upline. Let them know your goals and ask them to check in with you, and prod you when you aren't doing the key steps that will help you build your business. Celebrate your successes. So many people skip over them. Move on to the next, but it's vital you celebrate the knowledge your work and efforts. I like to reward myself when I achieve a big goal. It can be anything. A new purse, a date night, a massage, whatever. Another thing that helps you on social media when, you are rewarding yourself, take a picture of it and post it. Because of my V-Stream business, I was able to buy this or whatever. When you post things like that, people see what you're doing and it gets their interest. Okay, that's all I had for today. I do want to remind everybody next Saturday, the 20th, same bat time, same bat channel. I'm going to have Amber Boyd on the call. She's the MLM queen. She's going to tell us her story and how she's been so successful through personal development. I hope everybody makes the call next week and get all your team members on the call. If anybody would like to make any comments or have any questions, star 6 on your phone and unmute your microphone.
Hi, this is Terry from Power Stream Team in New Jersey. I would just like to say that this is one of the best businesses I have gotten into, and I have ordered 15 V-Streams total. One customer alone has ordered 5 from me, and I just can't wait. They can't wait to get it and continue talking about it, and I can't wait to get it to them. We can do for a small price in terms of starting our own business. Have a great Mother's Day. It's a great gift.
Hi, Charlene. Bob Peterson.
Yes.
What a great call that you've had here. I only could catch the last 10 minutes getting ready for Mother's Day and all that stuff, but I'm ready to sign up again after hearing you and the last 2 people speaking.
Well, good. Sign up again.
Yeah. Well, I'm ready to join again, and we can't wait to give away those 2 V-Streams next Saturday at the 11 o'clock call. So people who are on the May leaders list have 2 chances to win. So everybody needs to get on that call. That'll be great. And we'll have our call on Tuesday evening, our training announcement kind of a call, and things are
Okay, Bob, thank you. Anybody else have any comments or questions?
Hi, Colleen. This is Greg in New York with the Power Stream team. I just want to thank you for your time and effort that you put into this each and every week. I don't know how people realize how time consuming this can be for you, but the information is so straight out and perfect that I just want to thank you again for your time in putting this together for us as a team and as a group.
Well, thank you. I enjoy helping others. I hope everybody the most success. All right, anybody else have any comments or questions? All righty. Well, if not, we'll see everybody on the call Tuesday. Everybody have a good Mother's Day, and we'll talk to y'all later.